South Indian Chola, Chalukya, Pallava and Sangam period. Now we will study this topic and it's very interesting topic and questions comes from this topic. So we will study it properly. So theory part you can study. So South India Chola, Chalukya and Pallava Sangam. So theory part you can study and we will study from the question answer. Reverse engineering. With reverse engineering we will learn everything. It's very effective. This theory part is covered in this question answer part. Okay. So wait. So here first question. Who among the following laid the foundation of the Chola Empire in 9th century AD? Vijayalaya. Okay. In the history of early Cholas of Sangam literature, the intrigue between the fall of the Sangam Chola and the rise of Chola under Vijayalaya 850 AD in 9th century. The Vijayalaya founded this. Who was founder of the Chola dynasty? Who won? Vijayalaya, remember this? Because they were famous for their democracy, which India had proud over it. And it was asked in 67 PPSC pre 2022. Which one of the following temples complex has a massive statue of Nandi considered to be the biggest in India? Which one? Brideswara temple built by Raja Rajeshwar of Chola dynasty. Brideswara temple is an excellent piece of Dramida style temple of Chola style, which was constructed in the reign of Raja I. Okay, remember this Brideswara temple built by Raja I. This is considered as the biggest and tallest temple of India. There are two idols of Dwarpal around the main shrine. The gigantic Nandi carved out of single rock is situated in the exterior of Sacrarium, which is believed to be the tallest Nandi idol in India. Brideswara temple of Tanjavur was built during the reign of Chola Emperor Raja I. Rajan I was son of Raja I. Okay. In which region was the Chola Empire expanded? Coromandel coast and some region of Deccan. Coromandel coast near Tamil Nadu. The territories of Chola dynasty stretched from south to north, namely the banks of Tungabhadra rivers to Krishna river. The borderline of Chola included Coromandel coast and some areas of Deccan like Urayur, Kaveri Pattinam and Tanjavur. The capital of Chola was which one? Tanjore. According to the given option, capital of Cholas was Tanjore. Apart from this, later Gangaikonda Cholapuram also became the capital of Cholas. The capital of Cholas was Urayur in Sangam. Which of the following was a special feature of Chola administration? Autonomy of village. I told you that they famous for democracy. Autonomy for village administration. It means decentralization. A special feature of the Chola dynasty was the autonomy of village administration, which was specialty of theirs. The Chola village administration was very systematic and well developed. In fact, the autonomous administration was implemented in the village only during the Chola era. The Chola age was most famous for which one? Village assembly. Okay. So eighth is a village assembly. The Chola era was famous for village assembly. Which southern India state had excellent village administration? Chola. The unique features. UP से pre they asked this. The unique features of whose administrative system was development of village autonomy? Chola. Chola were famous for this village autonomy. Dynasty famous for efficient rural administration was Cholas. Which medieval Indian empire was famous for elaborated local self-government? Chola. A lot of details regarding the village administration under the Chola is provided by the inscriptions at Uttaramerur. A detailed descriptions of the working system of the executive committee of Gram Sabha village assembly in Chola village administration has been achieved from the Uttaramerur inscription, which states that every village had its own committee called Sabha, which was usually independent of central command and independently administered the village administration. During the rule of the Chola king, which are the following variants looked after garden administration? Thotta varium. A working committee which supervised the activities of Chola era villages was known as Variam. Thottavariam, okay, looked after horticulture board, okay, Thottavariam. While Samavastharavariam was an annual committee, Irivariam was in charge of tanks, lakes, water supply, and Pourvariam was related with the gold finance committee. Remember this? Consider following statements. The Chola defeated the Pandya and Chera rulers and established their domination over peninsular India in the early medieval time. Okay. The Chola sent an expedition against Sailendra Empire of Southeast Asia and conquered some of the area. Correct. Some where is some given that mostly is correct. Okay. Chola were very powerful in naval expedition also. Chola dynasty was established by Parantaka first in southern India. He defeated Madura king and assumed the title of Madura Kond. Okay, who assumed Madura Kond? Parantaka. Parantaka first. Parantaka first. According to the Tanjavur inscription, Raja first defeated Cheraj naval army in Khandalur, and then Raja first and his son Rajendra first sent an expedition against Sailendra Empire of Southeast Asia and conquered some of the area as they were facing difficulty in trade with China. Bronze icons of Nataraja cast during the Chola period invariably show the deity with four hands. Chola artists Satpati were accomplished in carving art. They framed numerous portraits of stones and metals. Bronze sculptures were prepared vastly than stone sculptures. Most elegant ideals of Nataraja Shiva are found in large numbers. They are included in the best sculptures of the world. These idols are four-hand. Okay. Which one of the following is considered to be the world's greatest in iconographical creation made by the Satapathis of South India, particularly during the Chola period? Nataraja is very famous. Okay, during the G20 also, it was a theme art. Okay, most famous sculptures of the Chola age were bronze sculptures of Nataraja Shiva, very famous of Shiva. The famous bronze image of Nataraja is a fine example of Chola art. Dakshinamurti, idol of Shiva, depicts him in which form? Teacher. Okay. The Dakshinamurti, idol of Shiva, depicts him as a mentor, guru, teacher. Shivaji considered in this form as a providing knowledge to his devotee. Dakshinamurti idol is installed facing south direction. With reference to the statue of Nataraja, the Lord of Dance, which of the following statements are correct? The image represents dancing Shiva having four hands. In his right ear, he wears a man's earrings, a woman's in the left. Okay. See. The Nataraja statue of Lord Shiva represents dancing Shiva with four hands. It combines in a single image Shiva's role as creator, preserver, and destroyer of universe. Shiva's dance is set within a flaming halo. The god holds the damru drum that made the first sound of creation in his upper right hand. His upper left hand holds Agni. Okay, right hand holds damru. Okay, it's easy to sound. And left hand holds Agni in a statue form. You can remember like this. The fire that will destroy the universe. Okay, it means Damaru, which we have to make it sound. So right hand, and it is for creation. Remember it. Agni for it destroy. It is in left hand. Okay, for static portion. Remember that they used to ask that in which hand this is. Damaru is the right hand and Agni in the left hand. Damaru means creation. Agni means destroying. With the lower right hand, he makes Abhay Mudra. Okay, Abhay Mudra. Shiva front left hand. Okay, Abhay Mudra front left hand pointed towards raised left foot signify refuge for the taboo. So in the right ear he wears a man's earrings, a woman's in the left as symbol of Ardhanarishwar. Okay. In whose tenure 72 traders were sent to China? Kulothunga first. The Chola sent a goodwill mission of 72 traders to China in the reign of Chola king Kulothunga first in 1077 AD. Which of the following South Indian states was famous for its naval power? Chola. Very powerful. Chola king maintained massive consolidated troops with a proficient naval power wing. The Chola navy played a vital role in the expansion of the Chola Empire, including the conquest of the Ceylon, Sri Lanka islands, and naval raids on Sri Vijaya, Sinhala, and Maldives. Okay. Which among the following dynasty king declared their successor in own tenure? There many Chola emperors used to elect their Yuvraj during their tenure who becomes the hero empire after them. But in other empires also information is available of emperors choosing the crown prince. Okay, they were choosing itself. So other empire was also they were choosing their successors. Who among the following Chola rulers converted the Bay of Bengal into the Chola Lake? Which one? Rajan first, son of the Raja first. Yeah? Chola Lake. They made Bay of Bengal as Chola Lake. Okay. Ask me PCS special. Rajendra Chola first was a Chola emperor who is considered as one of the greatest rulers and military general in India. He succeeded his father Raja Chola first. Okay, his father Raja Chola first. Rajendra first succeeded Raja Chola first. Rajendra first annexed the whole of Sri Lanka and he defeated Maipal. Like Raja Chola first conquered Sri Lanka. Okay, conquered Sri Lanka, but only northern part. And Rajendra first annexed the whole of Sri Lanka. Remember, they asked these questions, and he defeated Mahipal. After that, he adopted the title of Gangai Kond Cholpuram. Okay. Rajendra first was founded who adopted this? Rajendra first. Rajendra first founded a new capital called Gangai Kond Cholpuram on his mother name. Okay. Chola Navy was the strongest in the area, and they converted the Bay of Bengal into the Chola Lake. Who was the founder of Gangaikonda Cholapuram? Rajendra first. Who among the following Chola rulers is credited to have built a huge artificial lake known as Chola Gangam? It is Rajendra. Which Chola king started naval army? It is Raja first. The golden era of the Chola Empire started with the accession of Raja first in 985 AD to the throne. Raja first was the first Chola king who created a naval army. Remember this. Okay. Name the Chola king who conquered the northern part of Sri Lanka. It is Raja first. This question was asked in PCS 2014, right? This Raja first conquered the northern part of Sri Lanka. Remember this. Raja first invaded Sri Lanka and destroyed Anuradhapura. Raja first captured only the northern part of Sri Lanka, while southern part remained independent. His son Rajendra first captured the southern island and hence whole of Sri Lanka, Ceylon, and defeated Mahendra V. Which one of the Chola king conquered Ceylon? It is Rajendra first. He conquered Ceylon, whole Ceylon. Who was the Chola monarch who gave complete freedom to Sri Lanka and got his daughter married to the Sinhala prince? It is Kulotanga first. Vijayabahu, the Ceylon king, proclaimed independent Sinhala island during the period of Kulothunga first, but Kulothunga did not show any Sinhala island. But Kulothunga did not show any inactivity and incivility and married his daughter with Sinhala prince. Okay. So assertion and reason are given. Who we have much more information about Chola than their predecessors. The Chola ruler adapted the practices of having inscriptions written on the wall of temple, giving a historical narrative of their victory. Correct, both are correct. Yeah. UPPCS pre 2020. We have much more information about Chola rather than their predecessor. Raja first and Rajendra first had written inscriptions on the walls of temples. Raja first started the tradition of writing and collecting the tales of victories of his ancestors through written inscriptions. Kings after him followed his suit. Okay. So here we have to tell which is correct, right? Iripatti, which one is correct? So Iripatti means land revenue from which was set apart for the maintenance of the village tank, correct? Tanayur's village donated it to a single Brahmin or a group of Brahmin, not correct, not a single Brahmin. Ghatka's colleges generally attached to the temples. Remember this. I just prefer system 1 and 3. Iripatti land revenue from which was set apart for the maintenance of the village tank. Tanures, a very large village, would be administered as a single unit called Tanures. It is a very large village administered as a single unit called Tanure. Okay, the village was called Tanures. Eripatti हो गया that Ghatikaj college generally attached to the temples. Okay. Okay. Then which of the following institutions belong to the foreign trade? Nana Desis and Manigrama. Sreni in the context of ancient India was an association of traders, merchants, and artisans. Nagaram was a local association of merchants conducting commercial activity. The Nana Desi and Manigrama were guilds of traders who organized themselves into one of the biggest trading associations. At the time of the Hoysala Empire, they developed a significant trade contact with many areas, including foreign countries. Which one of the following trade centers of ancient India was on the trade routes connecting Kalyan with Vengi? It's Tagara. Tagara was a significant trade center that was located between Kalyan and Vengi. Okay. Tagara. Who was greatest king of Chalukya dynasty? That is Pulkesin II, who defeated Harshavardhana. Pulkesin II was the most capable and powerful ruler of the Chalukya, who ruled from 610 to 648. Ayur inscription provides the stage of his achievements. Which are the following? Which are the following dynasty frequently assigned to the ladies high-ranking position in administration? Which one? Chalukya. Women were appointed to high designation in Chalukya administration. Vijay Bhatrika, the queen of Chandraditya, brother of Vikramaditya first, issued of two copper plate in her name. She was an excellent poetess too. Vikramaditya granted a village to scholar Brahmin on the recommendation of his younger sister Kumkum Devi. Vijaya Bhattarika ran the administration efficiently. Where was the capital of Chalukya located? It was Vathapi. Okay. At present, the ancient city of Vatapi in Bagalkot district, Karnataka, is known as Badami. It was the capital of Chalukya during the 6th to 7th century. Pulkesin I was the real founder of Vatapi. Remember this. Vatapi Chalukya dynasty. The name of poet Kalidas is mentioned in the Ayol inscription. Ayol inscription is an authentic source for Pulkesin II history. It is engraved in Sanskrit and Southern Brahmi language and was written by Ravi Kirti. At the end of commendation, the author claimed that he had gained fame like Kalidas and Bharvi by writing this. The name of the poet Kalidas is mentioned in the Ayol inscription. The Sanskrit poet and dramatist Kalidas finds a mention in Ayol inscription of Pulkesin II. Which of the following king did send two naval expeditions to Ceylon in 642 AD? It is Narasimhavarman I. Narasimhavarman I was king of the Pallava dynasty, who ruled South India from 630 to 668 AD. Okay. He was also known as Mahamalla, great wrestler, and during his reign, famous Pancharath temples were constructed. He captured and destroyed capital of Chalukya, Vatapi, and assumed the title of Vatapi Konda. In 642 AD, he sent two naval expeditions to Ceylon, Sri Lanka to help Sri Lankan Prince Narasimhavarman I. Remember this from Pallava dynasty, known as Mahamalla, great wrestler. Okay. Vajratha temple built. The term Yavan Priya mentioned in ancient Sanskrit, test devoted. What is it? It is paper. Okay. Because foreigners loves this paper. That's why it was called Yavan. Foreigners like Greek were called Yavan. Indian black pepper was the favorite ingredients of the most expensive Roman cookery. This is why in Sanskrit it's called an Yavan, the favorite of Greeks. Okay. Halbi is related to which language family? Aryan. Halbi is a Eastern Indo-Aryan language of Bastar, Chhattisgarh, Chhattisgarh traditional between Odia and Marathi. Halbi is written in Odia and Devanagari script. Tolkapian text deals with the grammar and poetry. Tolkapian is not only the residual text of two Sangam era, but also the most ancient available text of Tamil literature. Author Tolkapiar was one among the 12 disciples of the Saint Augustine. Okay? Saint Augustine. Arthur Tolkappir was one among the 12 disciples of Saint Augustine. It is treatise on grammar and poetry. It has been written in formula style. The Sangam text Tolkappiyam is a work on grammar. Tolkappiyam is the most ancient extant Tamil grammar text and the oldest extant long work of Tamil literature. Tolkappiyam is a unique work on grammar and poetics in its three parts of 9 sections, each dealing with Ijuttu, letter, code word, and Porul subject matter. In Sangam literature, the Tolkappiyam is a text of Tamil grammar. The author of Silapadikaram, important Ilango, remember this. Silapadikaram, written by Ilango. It is a story, love story, okay, of husband and wife. The author of Tamil literature, Silapadikaram, was Ilango Adigal. Okay, Silapadikaram. It is Tamil literature. Okay, written by Ilango Adigal, grandson of Chola King Karaikal. Typing narrates tragic and poignant story of Kannagi. Remember this story talks about Kannagi and her husband Kovalan. Okay, very famous story. Okay, Kannagi and Kovalan. Again, her daughter born Madhavi, and another book is written. So, match this Sila Padikaran love story. Okay, C is first, so automatic answer comes here. Okay. Thirukular, it is philosophy. Kural is philosophy. Tolkappiyam is grammar. Sila Padikaram is love story. And Money Mekalai is merchant story. Okay, Money Mekalai. Remember this story. Here what is given? No? Kannagi and her husband, Kolan, their daughter Madhavi. Okay, and it's a story here. This Money Mekalai written merchant story. The collection of the writing of the Saivite saints is considered as fifth Veda. Right, Saivite is fifth Veda. What is the name of the above collection? Is Tirumurai. Tirumurai is a 12th volume compendium of songs or hymns in praise of Shiva in Tamil language from 6th century to 11th century CE. It is a compilation of writings of various poets. Tirumurai, along with Vedas and Shiv Agamas, form the basis of Shiv Siddhanta philosophy in South India. How many Alavars and Nanas are there in according to tradition? Okay, they ask the important. So 12 is Alavars and Nanas is 63. Alavars and Nanas is 63. Okay. Here 1 multiply 2 here 6 3 multiply 2 6 63 like this. So here the Alavars and Nanas are two groups of saint poets in Bhakti tradition of South India, particularly in Tamil speaking region. The Alavars are devoted to Lord Vishnu. Remember I told earlier Alavars with Vishnu. There are 12 prominent Alavars in the tradition. Alavars were less and Nanas were more. Okay. The Nanas, on the other hand, are devoted to Lord Shiva. There are 63 Nanas who are widely celebrated in the tradition. Which of the following statements about Sangam literature in ancient South India is correct? The social classification Varna was known to Sangam. Whereas if anybody know, any single person know about Varna system, then this option can't be wrong. It's correct. Here stream word divide. Sangam poets are divided. It's stream word. Have no reference. Stream word. The literary refers to magical force. Irrational. It's not irrational because if anybody is following one single magical force, so definitely it will be considered. So it's wrong. Sangam literature is one of the oldest available Tamil literature. The poetry composed during Sangam period depicts societal, economic, religious conditions of contemporary South India. These poems also depict material culture of that period. The social classification of Varna was known to Sangam period Sangam poets. Sangam poets describe warrior ethics as well as magical forces in nature. From the excavations of which ancient site, the information has been gathered regarding pre-Christian trade relations between India and Rome during the early centuries of Christian era with Arika Medu. From excavation of which ancient site, information has been gathered regarding pre-Christian trade relations between India and Rome during early Arika Medu. Arika Medu is an archaeological site in southeast coast of India at Pondicherry, and intaglio was found here, which was carved with the picture of a man. It was identified as Augustus Caesar. Beads and gems were also found, hence it was also concluded that these antiquities belonged to the Roman Empire. They briefly called Aricamedu a true Roman city. In Periplus of the Erythraean Sea, it was called a Poduku. The foremost Indo-Roman trading station in eastern India was which one? Aricamedu. Yeah, Pondicherry related. So now here, which one of the following ports are known as the Poduke to the author of the Periplus of the Erythraean Sea? Aricamedu. It is called known as a Poduke. Okay. The Roman settlement has been found in Aricamedu. Amphora jar is a tall double-handled jar. Amphora jar is an ancient jar with a long and narrow neck and two handles on both sides. This jar was used in ancient Rome as a container for wine or oil. Which of the following dynasty is not mentioned in the Sangam literature? Which one? Kadam not mentioned. Chera mentioned, Pandya mentioned, Chol mentioned. Okay. So A is the correct. The origins and elevation of Chol, Chera and Pandya are mentioned in Sangam literature. Okay. They are very famous, Chol, Chera, Pandya. Kadam or any other dynasty not mentioned. Which of the following was not a ruling dynasty of the Tamil country during the Sangam age? Pallava was not ruling. Because Sangam is first century AD. It is just Sangam dynasty. So Chol, Cher, Pandya were present at the ancient time, but Pallava came during 5th century AD around. Okay. In South India, three dynasties ruled during the Sangam age are Chera, Chola and Pandya. Pallava were not rulers of this. Religious anthology Kural composed in which language? Is in Tamil language. Kural is considered as the Bible and Laguveda of Tamil literature. It is also known as Muppal. It was written by the famous poet Thiruvalluvar. According to hearsay, Thiruvalluvar was advent of Brahma. Okay. Which one of the following Tamil text has been called Laguveda? Which one? Kural. Okay. UPRO, they ask us. Laguveda or Bible of Tamil. Kural. 61 done. Tamil text Kural is considered as Laguveda and was authored by Thiruvalluvar. Which one of the following explain the practices of Vatta Kirutal as mentioned in Sangam? Kings employing women bodyguard? No. Learned persons assembling royal courts to discuss? No. Young girls keeping watch over agrarian fields and deer driving? No. A king defeated in battle committed ritual suicide by starving himself to death. Like Sanlekhana here, it is different, but king died by starvation, so it's correct. IS 2020, they asked this. Vatta Kirutal ritual was a Tamil ritual of fasting unto death. This practice was mainly prevalent during the Sangam period. This was a way of ritual suicide by a king defeated in a battle by starving himself to death. Who among the following was the author of the Tamil Ramayanam or Ramavataram? Which Kamban? Okay. Ramavataram of Tamil Ramayanam was authored by Kamban. With reference to the cultural history of medieval India, consider following. Siddhars of Tamil regions were monotheistic and condemned idolatry. Correct. Lingayas of Kannada region questioned the theory of rebirth and rejected the caste theory. Correct, both correct. Siddhar are traced back to Sangam period, but the word Siddhar is not found in Sangam literature. It is closely linked with the origins and development of Saivism, Siddhanta philosophy, Tantra science and technology in South India. Siddha means refined monotheistic and condemned idolatry. Okay. Lingayas of Kannada region challenged the idea of caste attributed by certain groups of Brahmins. They also questioned theory of rebirth. They encouraged remarriage of widows and disproved pre-puberty marriage. Match list first, second. Gupta related with Devgarh temple in Lalitpur, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, age 4. This cut. Okay. And Chandela is Khajuraho, famous Madhya Pradesh. 20, third age and so on. Chalukya is Badami, Vatapi. Pallava is Panamalai. Dasavatar temple located in Devgarh in Lalitpur district, Uttar Pradesh. It belongs to the Gupta era. Khajuraho proclaims rich art culture of Chandelas. Okay. There are approximately 25 temples that are related to Vishnu, Shiva and Jain deity. The most famous temple is Kandariya Mahadev, right? Chalukya had their capital at Badami, Karnataka, and Panamalai is related to Pallava. Chalukya had their capital at Badami, Karnataka, remember that, and Panamalai is related to Pallava. Which of the following was a corporation of merchants in ancient India? Manigramam. Various trade unions existed in South India. Townships like Manigramam, Nana Desi, Valangiar, etc. The purpose of these unions was to encourage trades and business. Famous South Indians, the Battle of Takkolam was fought between Chola and Rashtrakutas. The Battle of Takkolam was a military engagement between Rajaditya, son of Chola king Parantaka first, and a confederacy of Western Gangas and Vaidunbas led by Rashtrakuta king Krishna first. Okay. Battle of Takkolam. Okay, Chola and Rashtrakuta. And a confederacy of Western Ganga and Vaidunbas led by Rashtrakuta king Krishna III at Takkolam. Who devastated the Chola dynasty? Eventually, not eventually, it was gradually, you can say. Near about 1250 AD, Hoysala and Pandya kings defeated Chola king Rajan III. Chola dynasty ended nearly 1279 AD. Malik Kafur conquered South India in nearly 13 AD. He conquered Yadav, Hoysala, Kakatiya and Pandya. Why was Urayur famous in Sangam era? Why? Important trade center of cotton, Urayur. Urayur was a very significant town during Sangam era, located on the bank of Kaveri River in Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu. It was known as a Koli and Varanam and was the major center of cotton. It is mentioned in Periplus of Regency. Udayanjiral belongs to which dynasty? Chera dynasty. Okay. Udayanjiral belongs to Chera dynasty. Chera Empire was in modern Kerala. He was first historical kings of the Sangama period. As per legends, he provided a feast to all fighters of Mahabharata war. Okay, Udayanjiral. Which river was the lifeline of Pandya state? Is Vengi. Vengi river was the lifeline of state of Pandya. The river originates in Kandan Mani Kanur near Madurai, Tamil Nadu. Pandya state was located in the south of Kaveri. It comprises the districts of modern Madurai and Tirunelveli district, Tamil Nadu, and some regions of Kerala also. Its capital was Madura. The region of Vengi river was famous for its fertility. Okay. Which of the following Sangam ports were situated on the western coasts? Which one? It is in Tondi and Musiri, it in western coast, and Purkai and Puar in western coast. Okay, eastern. So the list of various ports available in Periplus of the Regency, the famous book of anonymous Greek seller Naura, Tondi, Musiri, and Nilisanda were the main ports of the western coast. Okay, Tondi, Musiri, Nilisanda. With reference to the ancient South India, Kurkai, Pampuar, and Muchiri were well known as ports. Okay, Kurkai, Pampuar, Muchiri. It's PYQ here, you can say. Musiri. UPCS pre 2012. If you hear Musiri, okay, so you can easily find answer by PYQ. IS pre 2023. Where economy related, so that will be the ports mostly answer. Pampwar is a major city in the South Indian state of Tamil Nadu. It was a prosperous Pampwar is in ancient Tamil Nadu. It was a prosperous port city in ancient time known as Kaveri, Pumpa, Tinam, and Kaveri Pattinam. It served as the capital of the early Chola king. Korkai was a port city of the Pandya, located near the Bay of Bengal. Evidence of the developed trade with ancient Roman civilization has been found from here. Mujiri was a port in Kerala. Remember this Mujiri port in Kerala. It was one of the oldest ports in the world. Sangam literature mentions this port. According to the Sangam text, the term Kon, Ko, and Mannan were attributed to which of the following? It is king. Okay. According to the Sangam text, the term Kon, Ko, and Mannan were attributed to the king. Third Sangam was held at Madurai. Sangam is defined as a conference of poets or forum of scholars. Literature written by scholars during this conference is mentioned as Sangam literature. 3 Sangams were held under the patronage of Pandya kings in the south. Okay, first, second, third. First happened in Madurai under the Saint Agastya. Second in Kapadpuram under Saint Agastya. Third in Madurai again, Nakkirar. Okay. It happened in Nakkirar by Nakkirar president. The sage who is said to have Arenized South India was Agastya Arenized, who was president 2 times, first and second Sangam in Madurai and Kapadapuram. Then Agastya, MK Gandhi, I remember. So Agastya, Madurai Nakira, third council. Agastya is the sage who is credited with having Arenized South India. It is believed that he traveled south on request of gods and later resided here. He is also known as father of Tamil literature. Okay, Agastya. Match list first, will list second. So here given Pandya, Harsa, and Harsa related with Kannauj. Just no mark this. So C is second. All of them are C. Okay. So now Chalukya. Chalukya is related with the Badami. Chalukya Badami. So A is third here only. Pallava is Kanchipuram. Okay. Pallava, Kanchipuram, Pamallapuram, you can say like this. Pandya is Madurai. Capital Pandya. Badami was the capital of Chalukya Pulkesin. Second was the most glorious king of Badami Chalukya. The detailed history of Pulkesin second is known from the Ayol inscriptions. Okay, Pulkesin second Ayol inscriptions written from Ravi Kirti. Ravi Kirti. The capital of Pallavas was Kanchipuram. Capital of Pallavas was Kanchipuram. Harsa along with his sister. Capital of Pallavas was Kanchipuram. Harsa along with his sister Rajasri ruled jointly over Kannauj. Madurai was capital of Pandyas. Remember this. Consider the following events in the history of India. Okay, we have to make it chronological order. Okay. So Raja Pratyara king, establishment of Pallava power, Mahendra establishment of Chola power. So Pala dynasty founded Gopala. So first which will come? It Pallava came power under Mahendra Varman first. First will this come. Then which will come? Pala dynasty founded by Gopala in Bengal side. Then third will come Raja Pratyara king under Bhoja in Gujarat side. Then last will come is establishment of Cholapa by Parantaka first in 9th century around. Here Mahendra Varman first established the IS pre Vajavast. Mahendra Varman first established Pallava power in 700 to 630 AD. Gopala founded Pala king in 750 AD. Remember the chronology a little bit. Mihir Bhoja of Bhoja Pratyara. Then Bhoja first 836 to 885. Was a ruler of Bhoja Pratyara dynasty of India. Remember the Bhoj first and Bhoj is both are different. Bhoj. Okay. Both are different things. Okay. Bhoj first and Mihir Bhoj was Gurja Pratyara dynasty. Okay. He was from Parmar dynasty mostly. In this Madhya Pradesh. Parantaka first 907 to 953 ruled Chola kingdom in South India. Which are the following pairs state of South India from 6th to 12th century and its cattle is not correctly matched? Which one? Chera is not correctly matched because it is Kerala side, not in eastern side. Pallava and Kanchipura, Pandya and Madurai, Chola at Tanjavur capital. Pallava is Kanchipura. Okay. Chera was a state of South India located in present-day state of Kerala and to a lesser extent parts of Tamil Nadu. The capital of state of Chera was Vanchi. All other options right. Which are the following? Capital of Chera was Vanchi. Which are the following was the capital of Chera dynasty? It is Karavura, Karur. Okay. The Chera dynasty ruled over the southwestern part of the South India, present-day Kerala and parts of Tamil Nadu. Karavur was their capital. According to some sources, their capital is also mentioned as Thondi. So the other name is Vanchi. Arrange the following names, okay, of Pallava rulers according to their reign in correct chronological order. Okay. So first will come Mahendravarman first, then will come Narasimhavarman first, then who will come Parmeshwaravarman first, and then who will come Nandivarman second. Second will always come last. Okay. So here Mahendravarman first come. Then Nandivarman first 668 AD. Then Parmeshwaravarman first 670 to 700 AD. Nandivaram first will come 731 to 795 AD. Who are the following Chinese travelers has given an account of the relationship of China with India during the reign of Chalukya? Matavalin. Okay. Matavalin was a Chinese traveler who gave an account of the relationship between China and India during the reign of Chalukya. Which dynasty did not rule over North India? Chalukya, not North India. It is Central West India. Okay. Rajputa ruled North India, Maurya and Gupta. Okay. Next question. Chalukya dynasty did not rule over North India. Their rule was mainly centralized in Deccan and southern India. Their capital was Badami Vatapi. Pulkesin II was first ruler of Badami Chalukya dynasty who defeated Harshavardhana. Remember this. Pulkesin II of Chalukya dynasty, of Badami Chalukya dynasty, who defeated Harshavardhana first. Okay, 668 AD. Apart from this, there is also small branches of Chalukya in which the Chalukya of Kalyani were also prominent. Chalukya colony was another branch in the western part. Which of the following king is known as having sent his minister to suppress the cruelty against animals in Kasi region? Chalukya king Kumarpala. Kumarpala was an Chalukyan king. He reigned for 29 years. He was a Jain and disciple of Jain scholars Hemchand. Several medieval Jain scholars wrote chronicles about him. As per Jain tradition, he was sent against animal cruelty and sent his minister to suppress the cruelty against animals in Kasi region. The capital of Kadamba king was Vanavasi. The capital of Kadamba rulers was Vanavasi. Kadamba dynasty was founded by Mayurasram and Kadamba state was annexed by Pulkesin II. It is notable that Tanjore was the capital of Cholas. Okay, remember this. Tanjore was capital of Cholas. Madurai was Pandya. Okay. Kanchi of Pallavas and Badami of Chalukya. Kanchi of Pallavas. Kanchi was capital of Pallavas and Badami was Chalukya. Which of the following was a very important seaports in Kakatiya kingdom? Which one? It is Motupalli. Yes, please, from 17 asked this. Motupalli was the famous trading seaports of the Kakatiyas. Marco Polo visited Kakatiya kingdom through this port, Motupalli. Wrote about the prosperity and power in Andhra Pradesh in his travel. A king of South India sent an ambassador to the king of Rome in 26 BC. To which dynasty did he belong? Which one? Pandya? Yes, Pandya sent. Pandya king of South India sent an ambassador to the kingdom of Rome in 26 BC. Pandya dynasty had the most prolonged duration of reign in South India region. Their capital was Madurai. Pandyan capital was Madurai. Who established trade relation with Roman Empire? Which one? Cheraj. BPSC 2022. Okay. So here, India trade with The Roman Empire started with the Chera kingdom during the Sangam period. Many Roman Many Roman objects were found from Arikamedu, Puducherry. Meenakshi Mandir is located at Madurai, capital of Pandya. Meenakshi, remember this. Okay? Lepachin, Karnataka region. Okay? In Hampi. So Meenakshi temple is situated at Madurai. Okay? Madurai. Madurai was the capital of Pandya. During the Sangama era, first and third Sangam were organized here. First and third organized in Madurai, August in first and second. There, which was presided over by Acharya Agastya and Nakira respectively. Okay, Nakira in third, Acharya Agastya in first Sangam. Okay. Meenakshi temple is situated at Madurai. Meenakshi temple, where Madurai, Balaji Vishwanath. Okay. So A is second. So B will be the answer. Venkateswar Mandir is in Tirumala. So Mahakal Mandir is in Ujjain. Bellore Matha temple is in Howrah. Okay. B. Meenakshi temple was originally built by Kulasekhara Pandya. It is located in Madurai and the lotus-shaped city surrounds it completely. Mahakal temple is located in Ujjain and Venkateswara Mandir is located in Tirumala, Andhra Pradesh. Bellore Matha is the headquarters of the Ramakrishna Mission. Okay. Founded by Swami Vivekananda, a chief disciple of Ramakrishna Paramhan. The mighty gateway found at the temples of South India are called it is Gopurams, the mighty gateway in Dravidian style, higher than the main temples. They asked in BPSC. The mighty gateway found at the temples of South India are called Gopurams. The Dravidian style flourished during the Pandya and Cholas. In the Pandya period, the temples were small, but many temples were built around their courtyard, their gateway, which were called Gopurams, were grand, spacious, and richly ornamented with craftsmanship. The specialty of Chola period architecture is not the temple but the Gopuram. Okay.